Hello, good morning. If you're watching this in the morning, let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching in Facebook, make sure to find me on YouTube, Diana Marchand. All right, let's get started with this day so you can begin your day in a more positive way, more an intentional way, and more mindful, and bring that throughout your whole day. That's the object. You're going to bring this energy, sorry if the sound was down, throughout your whole day. The card I pulled today was the Knight of Swords, and what it says is the little affirmation is, I swiftly expand my success. I swiftly expand my success. Fast action, streamlined decision-making, intelligence, wit, determination, striving for excellence, saving the day, being a hero, the pursuit of excellence, being autonomous, willpower. All of those. It's a short version. The message, on purpose and on time, the Knight charges into your reading with some badass energy worth leaning into. Competitive resourcefulness and decisiveness is here, and you can open up to this strategic momentum and rush towards your positive outcome when the Knight shows up. How much belief and assertiveness are you bringing into your life right now? How much innate drive do you feel? Are you determined to accomplish everything you set out to do, or are you letting things slide? Use quick thinking and strategic decision making. So let's just look at this part, right? How much belief and assertiveness are you bringing into your life right now? That can change day to day, right? But really, it's like, if we want to achieve something, it is true. It's about, first of all, you got to look at, what are your thoughts about it? We can say we want it, but if inside we're saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I probably won't be able to do this. That's the belief, right? The belief and trust and faith in yourself and a higher power, but faith in yourself. You can say, I'll do whatever it takes. I want it. I want it. But if you also don't have faith, trust, and belief that you're also working as like co-working, or whatever you want to say, with source, with God source energy, knowing that you have that invisible support, right? The invisible support. You can have visible support. Fantastic. Husbands, a spouse, a person, a friend, a mentor. But what about that invisible support? And that's what's so key too. So how much focus, also, how much attention are you putting on what you want to create? And sometimes when we don't really believe it's possible, we're almost like too scared to think about it, or to put too much focus on it. Because when we do, those doubts come in, those doubts, right? And we start thinking, oh, the fear comes in, the doubts come in, the thoughts that tell us, you've tried it so many times before, it's never going to work. What do you think is going to work this time? You're not smart enough. You're not responsible enough, whatever, whatever. So it's about kind of honing in and going, believing that is possible. So if you have the desire for something, it's meant for you. It is. Now you can choose to go after it and to decide that it's going to be for you, no matter what it takes for you to get it. Or you can then decide not to go for it and just decide, you know what, right now, that just seems too big for me. That just seems too much. But there's a power of choice. So you always have that choice. But if that desire is there for you and it doesn't go away and it's something you want, then it's there. It's for you. It's for you. It is for you. And you can say, well, then why haven't I got it? Well, because we just know there's some things in the way. That means the beliefs usually are in the way you talk about it, the way you think about it, the way you feel about it, what you believe about yourself to be able to achieve it. And so when you work on those things, and oh my God, doing that on your own is really hard. I have mentors. Most people who are going through big changes or things like that in their life, especially anybody who's got a business who wants to build it, it's usually always have a coach or mentor. It's just we as women who are not in our own businesses or whatever, if you're not used to hiring someone, and you're thinking, well, I don't need a therapist, because you don't. It's more like, I just need someone to help me with changing and shifting my thoughts and perceptions and beliefs. And how do I even do that? That's where mentors come in. That's what I can help you with. So anyways, feel free to reach out to me, dianamarchand.com, contact page. Let me know. I'm here to help. Let's get to the book. Of course, we're talking about this book. It's funny because it really has everything that all the other self-help books have in it. So I can go to another book, but basically it's already going to have that in here in this book too. And I go back and forth. I reread parts, I highlight parts, I go to the end and read something. I use these books sometimes, and they guide me to the message I need to hear. They guide me where I need to read. And so I'll start reading a page, and if it's just, no, this isn't quite it, I'll go just open up another page, and then, oh, this hits better. This feels more right, what I need to hear today. Trust and build. That's like working on your intuition. So you can work on your intuition in this way by opening up a book and hear, like saying, okay, I'm going to decide, intend that I'm going to open up this book to a page that's going to give me the exact message I need to hear today. That's what these cards are. Same thing. You choose a card, you believe, you have faith, trust that there's a message for you, right? You intend it, and you keep practicing things like that over and over again. And then your intuition gets heightened, and you'll find that that becomes more true and more true. I read for myself every single morning with my cards. And now it's like been a couple years. The messages are bang on every day. And then that's what really makes me realize we get better at this. We get better at the connection with God's source spirits, with our higher self. And so then the messages get clearer, but it takes practice and consistency. All right. The page I turned to was talking about when you're intending something, right? Like here, this person's consciously intending, I am rich, wants to be rich, right? So we're talking about different timelines. So what we said is that everything that you want or is meant for use here now under a different timeline. We just haven't aligned with that timeline. I know, parallel reality. Kind of a hard thing to believe, but remember, there's no past, future. Everything's happening now at the same time. So that is how the world works. It's just we can't understand it or see it that way, but really that's because there is no time, right? Everything's happening right at the exact same time. So there's a reality with you already rich, right? So it's created already 100%. Now, in his surroundings and circumstances seem to counter evidence that. So you may look in your life and go, well, I'm not rich in my life. Like, obviously, see, I'm not rich, right? And so you need to see that as, it says, looks at surroundings and circumstances seem to provide counter evidence for the new decision. I am rich, new decision. It is in how he reacts to these, what he sees around him, that determines if he is really resting in his new viewpoint or lets himself get talked back into his old one. And of course, this is what we do, right? We look around and we say, well, there's no evidence of it. Okay, I've tried. I've been talking about this. I've been journaling of it day after day after day after day. Look, see, my environment is still the same. So obviously this isn't working, right? And that's what happens is because you keep looking for evidence in your present environment when your present environment is made up of past thoughts, like past. So it's just, it takes a little bit of time to switch over and to make those changes so that the new thoughts, which need to be consistent for quite a few, well, it's only our belief. It needs to take a long time, really, but because we're building the belief within ourselves that it's possible. We need to build that belief. It's very rare that someone would say, okay, I'm deciding that this is true for me. And all of a sudden they're 100% backing themselves and believing completely that it's possible. Very rare. It will then happen fast for them, but most of us take a bit of time, right? And then it's talking about how they'll look at the bank account and it'll be like, oh my God, see, there's almost no money in there. What is this? I'm never going to be rich. So then it takes our thoughts away from it, our emotions, everything. So our feeling, our beliefs, the words we say, the thoughts we think, all of that then now reflects what we see instead of the magic that is there for us, the reality that we are desiring. So we must kind of know that that is there. It's like I talked about before. You plant a seed to grow a flower or something. You know that that flower is going to grow. You don't have to keep looking, digging it up and looking to see if the seed is still there. It's there. It just takes time. It takes time, but you have faith, you have trust, and you have a belief that it's going to come up. Right? That's the belief that you need about yourself, your goals, whatever you're wanting. It's there, it's building. But the more you unearth it, So that means the more you go back to old thoughts, patterns, behaviors, words, feelings, old ones, the doubt and all that, then that's going to keep showing up. Your reality is going to keep being, no, it's not possible. So it's this constant, persistent practice every day, every moment to go, oh, where's my thoughts right now? Oh, they're on the doubt. Yeah, because I just looked and I saw that I don't have the money in my bank account. So I went right away to doubt, fear, worry, impossibility. It's not going to happen. Interesting. Okay, well, that's just a habit. That's just a pattern. That's the human condition. We tend to do that. I was raised with people around me doing that. So how do I know any better? I'm choosing different now. I'm choosing to refocus. I'm choosing to let go of that doubt, fear. I'm choosing to have more faith and trust. More faith and trust that I'm always guided because I'm choosing to believe that. I'm believing that this is possible for me. I am working towards it. It's going to happen. I'm choosing it because I don't want the old anymore. I am now desiring the new, and let's make it happen, right? I'm believing it's happening for me now, and it's possible because I desire it. You may know a friend of yours that doesn't desire the same thing you do. They're like, well, now that doesn't really matter to me. That's because it's not meant for them. It's not meant for them. So they don't really desire it. So because you desire it, it is meant for you. It is something you're meant to do in life or have or be in life. That's what it is. Whether you do have or be it is really up to you. All right, so let's check in with yourself during the day and decide what you really want. Decide and know that because you desire it, it is for you. Plant the seed, feed it, germinate it, give it good vibes, good thoughts, good feelings, talk well to it. When you notice yourself falling back into the doubt, looking and being frustrated because it hasn't happened, then just notice, oh, I'm being pulled backwards. That means it's not happening. It's not going to. I need to bring myself back forward. Okay, here I am now. Again, refocus, get into the feeling, trust, faith, belief in yourself and a higher power. Why it takes so long is because we don't quite have that yet. So every time you let yourself go backwards, it's only lengthening the process. But what else are you going to do? Don't give up, because that's never going to get you there. Right? So then you're alive anyways. You're going about your life day by day anyways. So why not continually be working towards something, believing you can have it, believing it's for you, and building that faith, trust, and belief in yourself and a higher power. All right. There you go. See how your day goes. All right. Thank you so much for joining in. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. If you like these, if you would like me to also talk about something more specific in another video, I would be very happy to do that. What trips you up? What are these sabotage patterns? Anything like that. Anything that has to do with health, wellness for you, women who are over 50. All right, great. Thanks so much. Bye.